Hey guys, namaste. So I know that it's been a while. If you just pay attention really quick, my cat's giving herself some self-love and talk. I know that it's been a while and I just wanted to reach out and make a video as to why, because it's been probably about 2 months. I'm not really exactly sure. I've had a lot going on. I've been extremely busy. I've moved, clearly, if you guys can tell. And I've just had a lot of things come to fruition and kind of like made a lot of realizations. Some that I'm not exactly sure that I should be doing. But I hope that you still pay attention to my journey. And I'm still going to be practicing a lot of the things that I preach. Mainly, I think the main thing that I'll just be practicing or preaching from this point on is self-love. I just think it's so important, and I just see it widely not something that people pay attention to. Especially being in the dating world, I just see how many of us just don't do it. And it's I mean, I did it. I understand. And I just feel like within all this stuff that's been going on, ultimately, so I started to kind of revert back into old ways, and my pride and ego was really speaking for me, and I was feeling self-righteous and things. And I know that that was because I wasn't paying attention to myself. I wasn't paying attention to the self-love that I need, and taking care of myself. And I think that's super important for all of us. And I think that that's the most important thing, especially when it comes to your recovery, because your recovery is your own. No one else can do it for you. No one's going to keep you sober but yourself. And your higher power, clearly. So, with all that being said, it's just, I've made the decision that I'm going to be stepping out of recovery. I haven't really been going to meetings as much as I was before. And then also, I have turned over my my refuge meeting, which my time was up. I didn't just give it up, to the people in the meeting, although it took a lot. I had to pull certain strings in order for that to happen, because I'm busy. And I don't mean to immediately express that energy to that, but I mean, I work 3 jobs and I have a kid, and I see so many of us in recovery living our lives around recovery and not living our lives. And I want to live my life. I am now sober and I'm happy, and this is the first time that I've ever found happiness within myself and within who I am as a person, and realizing that I am beautiful inside and out. There's still those little negative things that I'm trying to embrace about myself, my emotional side. And this PMDD and the depression that I get and the fear that runs me. But I want to live my life focusing on that and but getting to the point where I love myself for that, because I am human. I'm never going to be perfect. And I know that a lot of what the recovery instills is those concepts, but a lot of the concepts we embrace over just recovery, which it's not. It's life concepts. So live life throughout that, because those, my Buddhist principles I still have to instill within life. Although my pride and ego are speaking to me, I've needed to practice love and compassion for people that I don't necessarily feel deserve it. But I need to practice that because we're still human. Although I feel someone has wronged me or done something wrong, to me, they're still human. Does not make me any better than them, doesn't make me any different than them. We're all equal. And I have to understand that hurt people hurt people. And just getting back to just practicing love and compassion, because that energy putting out it's raising my vibrations to the universe. And letting them understand, if I meet somebody with the same disrespect that they're meeting me, that's the only vibration that I'm going to be getting back. And so if I raise my vibration, I'll be getting back better vibrations. And it's kind of all this stuff that's been coming to fruition and things like that, and me stepping outside clearly isn't the best timing because of all the stress that had been going on. but it's also me making or putting myself the first and foremost effort. Like, I need to worry about me. I need to worry about what Sarah needs. I need to worry about the little girl inside and healing her, because largely I've really realizing that I have huge commitment issues. And I'm still playing with the idea if that's part of the reason why I'm entertaining this whole poly experience. I want to work on that. I want to be able to commit. And more so even to myself. Like, the one thing is that I know that I have been making commitments to myself. Like, my commitment to myself is not to drink. But also within that being said, I have a hatred for drinking on a different level now. I just see it so, like, I don't see it as a numbing thing anymore. Like, it just makes you a different person. It made me a different person. But it's also easy to revert back to those, even though that you're in your sobriety. I don't know. I just feel like my mind is on overdrive, and I feel like I have this mindfulness and the awareness is just in such a overload in my mind, that I'm trying to take a step back and like kind of look at it and like pick the pieces that I want to be playing, like guitar strings in some sense. I feel like I'm just saying a lot of metaphors and I'm not making sense. But I hope that you guys can continue to watch this journey with me. I don't know really what happens from here. All I know is that I have goals. I've made a vision board. That's what 2019 has been for me. I want to make changes. I want to know, like, have certainty in my life, and I want to feel more at ease with who I am as a person. And I have within, like, even the last year. I'm very thankful for where I've come from. And, I started this journey, the video journey, a year ago. And, I mean, I can't express how proud I am of myself. And the fact that I have come this far. Sorry. And I apologize about the sage smudges. I've been in such a negative headspace and ego and stuff like that before I did the video and I was meditating, I just needed some spirituality. But of course, it's me avoiding. I'm just very proud of myself that I've come this far. I've had a lot go on within the last year that's made me want to quit or made me not want to, give this to myself. But I've deserved sobriety more than anything, and so does anybody else. And I know that it's not easy, but it does get easier, and I think a lot of times we make it more difficult than it really needs to be. Because, I just keep it simple. It doesn't work for me. And this is, the happiest that I'm super stressed out, but this is the happiest that I've ever been. This is the closest to reality that I'm ever going to be because I'm not skewed by anything else. I don't have any other substances within me that are hindering my experience. To what this is reality, even this disillusioned reality. And I don't know, I'm just extremely thankful for the experience and learning and living and just trying to love. And I don't know if this applies to anybody else, but loving is the most terrifying feeling ever. And not even just loving myself, because I think that's fairly easy. And I deserve that, but it's loving other people. Because there's something in my mind that I question, are they deserving? And I know that they are. Because we're all human. Every human deserves to be loved. Especially those that we think deserve the least amount probably deserve the most. So, realizing that, I don't know. And I know that that's extremely difficult for everyone to really fathom. And I know that it's a scary thing, it's a scary feeling, but you know, that's part of being a human. And I largely believe that that's like really all that we're here for, is to love and to be loved. And of course, with that comes respect and acceptance and all these other things that fall into that. But I think the foremost thing and most important thing is love. And I think for everyone, the most important thing is self-love and self-care. So that is what I will continue to practice and to preach for you guys. And I think that the best way that you can love yourself and give yourself self-care is to get sober. I think it's super important. So that's really all that I had to share and that I wanted to let you guys know. And I hope that you guys continue to follow me on this journey. I do plan on staying sober. I do plan on continuing on this journey. I haven't done anything. I don't plan on it, except for, I'm not going to lie, I have put thought into smoking pot. I have not. A large reason why I have not is because my sobriety means a lot to me. And I know that I feel personally that wouldn't account to my sobriety. I'm not really sure. I would have to do it to really see. And do I want to risk that? That's the thing. So, and the only reason why I've been wanting to do it is because my PMDD and my heightened emotions during that period of time. But I have tried CBD oils. I just started. I don't really feel that much of a difference. So, I mean, I'm going to continue that process for now. But other than that, that's really all I wanted to share with you guys. And hope you guys continue to watch. I won't be making as many videos as I was before. But I hope all of you guys are having a happy and sober life. Namaste.